This is so incredibly disturbing. The mainstream media is straight up lying at this point to get people to not watch The Sound of Freedom. The Washington Post, by the way, is owned by Amazon, and Amazon and Netflix were offered to stream The Sound of Freedom, but both of them rejected it. So they accused the movie of playing into the Q movement, which is based on the false belief that there is a highly organized network of global elites that are kidnapping children, having sex with them, and harvesting their blood. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm wondering, where's Jeffrey Epstein's client list? How was someone able to off Jeffrey Epstein, because we all know he didn't kill himself in prison, at the highest level of security? Here's some propaganda from the Washington Post. Operation Underground Railroad has been accused by some experts by distorting the complex nature of the sex trafficking business, of doing little to help victims despite its dramatic sting videos, and even of putting children in danger to make them. They also include a Vice News investigation of 2020 that found no falsehoods in Operation Underground Railroad's rescue claims, but a pattern of image burnishing and mythology building, a series of exaggerations that are, in aggregate, quite misleading. Vice is owned by Disney. Disney had the movie in their possession for years, and Angel Studios fought for the longest time to try to get it back after their acquisition from Fox to Disney. They also bring up that they spent 2.5 years investigating Operation Underground Railroad, but they found no charges in May, so why even bring it up if they were found not guilty? And if you really trust the mainstream media, they were actually praising Tim Ballard years ago on CNN. Here's the clip.
We had to walk by this room where the kids were, and they put their hand up. And I touched their hand. See that there's liberation now.
Liberating one child at a time.
So Tim Ballard's a literal hero who has saved children's lives, and yet the mainstream media wants to portray him as some QAnon person. And let's not forget that a former CNN producer was sentenced to more than 19 years for SAing a 9-year-old girl. At this point, I feel like the media is really exposing themselves, and I encourage everyone to pay attention to what narratives they're trying to push and the verbiage they use, because it's very evident that they're doing anything they can to nitpick this story and try to get people to not watch, and it's just really sad. Do not forget the bravery of the people involved with this film. They were fully aware that they were going to be clowned for this. Mel Gibson talked about it, so did Jim. And think about this, how did they know that the media was going to poorly cover this movie? And I don't want to see any small-minded comments of, oh, this is all the libs' fault. No, this is not a time to try to create more division. This is a time to set any differences aside and have unity with one another. It does not matter who believes what anymore. This is a time to say, screw differences, let's all work together and see what we can do to help save children. So let me know your guys' comments below. Please don't forget to follow me, and please share to raise awareness.